Hi, this is Jenny from DeFi Mum. Today we are going to look at Matcha, which is a place for swapping or transferring tokens, which we've done in a video before. We used Uniswap, so if you are interested in that, just look through the videos and you'll find that there. But Matcha is basically a place that looks at all these different dApps, is that what they're called? Yeah, my husband's here to help me.
Hello.
So it looks at sort of where you get the best deals for the tokens that you want to swap, is it?
Yeah. So So I guess Uniswap is the best known decentralized exchange, and we did a video about kind of just swapping between different tokens in Uniswap, but now we're seeing this kind of there's a few different ones, and I guess the best description of them is aggregators. So what they do is you tell them what you want to do. So you tell them what tokens you want to swap, and then they kind of quickly look across all the different exchanges that they have access to, and they basically look to see which is the best deal, and that could be the best deal in terms of the best swap. So getting the best the most tokens for your money, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And equally, it also looks at the gas price. So it looks at the price of the transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, which is currently quite expensive, and it also looks at those two different metrics and then works out how much money it can save you. And actually, so Matcha is actually running on the 0x protocol, which is itself a exchange kind of technology. So it is quite. In some ways, it's very clever what it does. It's not the only one that does this, but it's kind of one that's kind of come to prominence. So it's a good thing to investigate at least.
So from a kind of a beginner's point of view, is it something you would consider a safe sort of place to go? And
it's definitely I mean, as much as anything is safe on the blockchain, it's I mean, it's come. I mean, 0x protocol is a well-known protocol. It's been around for a number of years on the Ethereum blockchain, and so it's not scammy at all, and it's a proper kind of serious technology. Yeah.
So are these numbers down here? That's a wallet already connected to?
Yeah. So these are so the interesting thing about Matcha, and something I'm not terribly sure it does that it should be doing really, is it kind of tries to tell you what's going on. So I don't think that's a bad thing, particularly for people who are a bit inexperienced in the space. So it's kind of showing you here. These are just different tokens, and it's showing you how the price has changed in dollars over the last, I'm assuming, 24 hours. So here it's saying the price of ETH has gone up 11%, and the price of DAI, as we would hope, has stayed the same. DAI is worth $1. That's what it's designed to do. And this is the Uni token, and this is the wrapped Bitcoin token, and
the Uni token is doing well then, isn't it?
It is at the moment, yeah. So the point of Matcha here is it says it searches 17 different exchanges, and actually, sometimes it will just say, the best place to do your exchange, your token trade is Uniswap or Curve or something. But if you're doing very big orders, which we're not doing.
No.
If you can do very big orders, what it would do is it might split up your order across multiple exchanges.
Right.
So there is a big issue with some of these exchanges. They don't necessarily have what we call a lot of liquidity across certain tokens.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do like $1 million worth of obviously we're not, but if you were going to do that, this would like split it across as many of these as possible to get you the best deal and the least slippage and all this sort of stuff. So it is doing something interesting. If you want to, there is this frequently asked questions. You want to have a look at this sort of stuff. It's kind of good to have a look at. But the thing I'm not so sure about is it does these sort of things. So this is a list of the top gainers in the last 24 hours, and this I think is not terribly helpful, because these are to a degree that people might go, oh, Meta's gone up a lot, I'll go and buy some Meta, and really, you shouldn't be buying any of these tokens. You shouldn't be buying any tokens unless you really have done some work and understand what they're about. You shouldn't just go, oh, that one's gone up a lot, I'll buy some of that sort of thing. So I'm not sure how helpful this sort of thing is.
Well, from their point of view, they might think that it is helpful to people like me who are coming in,
maybe
quite inexperienced, and they think they are helping and guiding me towards the ones that are doing well.
Maybe, yeah, no, maybe. I just, I'm coming from a different angle, I suppose. Yeah, and something like here, this is yield farming. So these are tokens that you can earn by interacting with these dApps. You wouldn't necessarily go out and buy these tokens because you can go, as we've seen in other videos, we've been doing some stuff with Compound.
Yeah.
And if you use Compound, you get this comp token for free. You don't necessarily, you don't have to go out and buy it, sort of thing. So I mean, it's all useful information, I guess, but it's maybe it's a personal kind of thing with me. But anyway, so let's go and sort some tokens. So I was thinking what we might do is we've got some ETH, which is the main token for Ethereum, and I thought I might be a bit imaginative, and we could swap it with Curve. So so Curve is the token for an exchange called Curve, and that's an exchange very much like Uniswap, but that's focused on stable coins. So I won't really go into the detail of why that's very useful, but actually Curve is a very useful, very specialist but very useful exchange. So the Curve token is quite interesting, I think, but we're not going to really talk about that. It doesn't really matter. We're just using that as an example. So we can see here. So I don't know, again, if this is very helpful. I don't know. Do you find this helpful?
I don't know immediately what it sort of
what it means.
Makes sense or no.
No. So this is basically saying the ratio of ETH in Curve is 1091.54, etc. So it's basically saying one Ethereum would buy you this much Curve.
Right. Okay.
But that's not actually very clear, is it? I don't think that's very clear.
No.
And it also gives you the depth. So this is people who want to buy, and this is people who want to kind of sell. Basically, this kind of stuff you see a lot on when you're trading on centralized exchanges or more complex exchange dApps. But this is not. I think this is not particularly helpful. I don't think. Staircase up and down. Anyway, let's put some numbers in. So obviously this is an experiment. This is like a learning channel for us. So we're not doing this at a commercial rate.
Now this number here that says max.
Yeah. So that's the excuse me. That's the amount of ETH we've got in our wallet.
Right. So this is already connected to our
So
MetaMask.
So it's a good point. Yeah. So we've connected Matcha. So Matcha runs on the Ethereum blockchain, and to interact with it, you need an Ethereum wallet. MetaMask, which is a Chrome extension, is I think the one most people use. You can find that on the Chrome extension store. Very safe.
Okay.
So we're going to do just a very kind of tiny amount. So that is about $10 worth.
Okay.
Of value. So the gas fees are going to be very expensive in this transaction, as we generally say. The gas fees are what you pay to interact with the Ethereum blockchain.
It doesn't tell you that here, but if you review order, I guess
when you go through, when we go through. So you wouldn't do this in a normal sense. These amounts are so small, you wouldn't do it because the gas fees are going to be more than what we're doing. But we don't care about that because we're doing it to learn. So we can see here it's telling us. We're going to swap 0.01 ETH, and it's estimating at the moment that we are going to receive almost 11 of these Curve tokens. And so you just saw there pop up. So it's looked at 17 exchanges, and it's saying Uniswap is the place where it's going to do this for us. So basically, we're going to give it our tokens, and it's going to go, and it's almost like it's going to go to Uniswap and do the swap for us.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously it's all computerized, it's all automatic. So.
But then you would obviously the immediate question you would ask is why don't you go on Uniswap and do this?
Right. So let's go and see. Let's go and see what happens. So it's going to finalize our quote, and look at this. So it's saying that it's going to save us almost $1
Right.
even if we went to Uniswap.
Okay.
And the reason it does that is because it runs on this 0x protocol, which can, particularly I think in gas, when it comes to gas fees, can improve things. So,
Right.
so you know,
And this fee here, was that the gas fee?
yeah. So click on the little arrow.
Over there. Yeah.
So that is what it's going to cost us. Oh, see, the quote's expired. We were talking too long, so we have to refresh the quote. So it's going to. So this is why you wouldn't do this.
Quick.
No, this is why you wouldn't do this normally, because it's going to cost us $12.
Yeah.
So we're doing actually $12. So we're paying the same in gas as we're doing for the fee.
Yeah.
So we're going to place the order. So there we go. And I do think the one thing it does do well, I think the one thing Matcha does do well is it does kind of show you that kind of process. So it's saying, this is the gas fees.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saving you. You know, I don't know that that's totally honest, but I kind of think it being blockchain, if they weren't totally honest, there'd be people all over Twitter saying Matcha's lying because there's all these geeky coded people who would check it out. So,
Yeah.
so the point of using Matcha and why Matcha has become is kind of gaining usage is because they have this underlying their own technology that allows you to save money.
Yeah.
It's not the only one that does that. I say there's other ones that do it as well.
Success now.
Yeah.
Good.
So now we can see here. So this is, we hit receipt and it's taken us to Etherscan, which is the place everyone goes to see what's going on Ethereum, and we can see
it
here,
automatically took us through to here.
Yeah. I mean, on Uniswap you can click through it as well. It'll take you to. So it tells us here. So this is the hash is basically just like the proof of what happened, and we can see the time it happened, and we can see this is our wallet, and we went through this contract here. It says 0x. 0x is the protocol underlying Matcha.
Yeah.
And we can see we swapped 0.1 ETH for, so it changed a little bit from what it said. I think it said 10.9 to begin with, so it's 10.87. I mean, very very small. But we swapped our ETH and we got almost 11 of
So
these
that is
curve
roughly
tokens.
the same as
Yeah.
Because is that a stable coin then? Sorry.
No,
it's not.
it's
Okay.
So it did that swap. on ETH, and we can see, if we really care, that it went from how it kind of went through the 0x protocol to Uniswap. Did a weird thing with wrapped Ether. We don't even know about that. And then from Uniswap did the swap and then sent it back to our wallet. And that was what the value was, $12.68 worth of value, and the transaction fee was actually a bit lower. So the gas fee was actually $9.16. So we can check. This is the proof that it's happened properly on the Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, no, that was very useful and helpful. And I hope you found it helpful too. And if you got any questions, please comment below. And I'll see you